So just want to do a reflection video on a conversation that I had with a friend online, as well as someone close to me recently, on this idea that you can change your jobs more often, or rather like you change your jobs every other year in order to command a higher paycheck, right? Like for instance, you're earning $4,000 right now in your current job, and then just stay for 1-2 years, you change to another job, you'll be able to ask for something higher, right? Like maybe 4,002, 4,003. For a large part, I do not agree with this. To quote what my life teacher Lucia shares, she shares at the end of the day, how much we are being paid is proportionate to how much value we bring to the marketplace. So if you work in a certain job A, and during your time in those 1 or 2 years, you do not grow as a person, level up your skill set to provide stronger value to the organization, then even if you were to change another job, it doesn't mean that you get paid higher, right? Because the value that you can bring to the marketplace is only just like that. Secondly, context really matters, because when we enter a job, a lot of times it's not just about the pay, it's pay plus happiness, plus fulfillment in the job, the colleagues around you, the boss, how supportive and how good of a leader he or she is in mentoring and grooming you. So there's all of these factors at play. So you're in job A, earning X amount, and if you manage to go to another job B, although the pay might be higher, but perhaps in the other aspects, it could be far less advantageous compared to your previous job. Maybe your boss isn't as supportive, isn't as good as a leader, right? Maybe the environment is more toxic. Somehow you just don't stay long in that company. So end up, they find a job C ends up not being as good as job A. And the last point is on long-term versus short-term thinking. The idea of, changing jobs very frequently to get a higher paycheck is kind of like a transactional thinking. But assuming you are in a company where the platform is decent, perhaps your leader is a good leader, then although in the short term, you might not be being paid as much, but you continue to stick through with the company. And because the boss is very good, a very good leader, he or she values you as a talent and who you are as a person. And eventually you stay with the company for 5 years, 10 years. Eventually you grow from a low level to someone who's of a higher rank. And who knows, maybe one day you might even become at the level where your boss wants you to partner with him or her. And then that's where I believe, even for someone that, job hops multiple times during this 10-year process, they might not even be able to reach that height. That's how many high-ranking persons in companies come about. Of course, end of the day, most important thing is context matters. To quote my life teacher Lucia, we have to really discern, analyze, and judge our personal situations very well and see what is best move to make.